Wasted question. We're doing great. Can't ever have a bad day. That's what's going on. Today we got a good one for you. Well, of course we wait for the LinkedIn slow connection. Come on, LinkedIn. I don't even have a thought for the day. All I have a thought for the day is people are great and I love connecting with people. That's my thought for the day. Chris J.
What's happening?
Chris J in the house. Wicka wicka.
You hear?
You know Chris is a DJ. You're a DJ, aren't you, Chris?
Yes, sir.
In my spare time. All right, check this out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I can't see you though.
That sounds like a Chris problem. That's right, you'll figure it out. So today we are going over where AI is at. We talked to a lot of people, um, and we talked to a lot of businesses, and people will think AI does one thing, and sometimes it doesn't quite, or people are just a little bit confused about like, hey, oh yeah, I thought it could do this, or just what it is, right? And so we just wanted to give kind of a quick overview of what AI does actually can do, and a little bit of what it can't do, because uh, people need to know. We got to educate the world, right, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So let me pull this up and go for it. Actually, I better do my screen for a certain reason. All right. So we got this going on here. Whee. So this is the state of AI. Let's show you what AI can actually do for your business. All right. Here we go. What it actually does. Okay. And we have our famous Sasha here. What's up, Sasha? Give her a call. Shoot, I should put the phone number on the screen. Let's give Sasha's number here, Chris. 46. No, wait, that's wrong. I don't even have it memorized. Yeah, 469 663 9768. Let's put that up here. You can actually call Sasha. 469 663 9768. Call her. She'll tell you all about our business, and she'll tell you about AI callers. So
And she'll set your appointment so we can get you hooked up.
that's right. She'll set an appointment so we can hook you up, baby. All right. So when people say, "Hey, yeah, let me get an AI," we call them agents. I am convinced there's a better term for the word agent, but there you go. So when people get an AI agent or an AI helper, an AI employee, this is what people think they can do. So people think that Sasha here is going to call you, is going to text you, is going to email you, and is going to post on social media for you, which is sort of true. But let's break that down a little bit. So as we go down here, this is Sasha's phone number. Give her a call. As we go down here, that's not quite right. Not quite right. It's close, but it's not quite there. Okay. Let's go over what you need to post. So to post, what you do is Sasha can't actually post. You need to buy a software that can help you post. One of these softwares will help you post. It can time your posts. You put the videos in, you edit, you put the videos in, and it'll post whenever you want. So you can load 100 videos and it'll post one a day or one, whatever you want. Just schedule a post. Okay. So that's one software you got to get. Now to handle DMs back and forth, and this is strictly DMs, like Facebook DMs, Instagram DMs, TikTok DMs, stuff like that. This isn't texting, this is DMs. You need to have another software, something along one of these lines. I'm sure there's more, but these are just examples of some DMs. Okay, so you might have another software there. Now to make calls, you needed another software, right? Because these softwares can't do phone calling. So to make calls, you need a company like one of these, right? These companies, you can literally buy a phone number, make a call from a phone number, right? Okay. And that involves building prompts and adding knowledge base, things like that. That's involved with all of these. But all right, training, as you call it. And then to handle texting, not DMs, but actual text messaging, SMS, MMS, whatever, uh, right? You'll need to get another software. Now, you notice some of these can cross over, but at the same time, you just got to make sure that you're using it for what you want. All right. Now, to be real careful here, just as a side note, combining text and call phone numbers is actually tricky, and you can't always do it. Just so everyone's aware. So if you're like, yeah, I want an 802 number that can call and text, like, okay, that's actually a little bit tricky. Let's make sure we can do it because you can't always do it in certain circumstances. So at the
That's true.
moment, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It's actually harder to do it than it is to not do it. So you have to be very careful when you think that. But as we go up here, so then the question becomes like, okay, well, I don't even want AI if I can't call and text from the same phone number. And we're like, okay, that's where we have to go to here. That's what, let's skip ahead a little bit to here. Things to remember. Things to remember that about AI. Okay. AI is not like put AI in my business and my problems are solved. It's like, okay, but what problems do you have, right? Like you are running a business first. You're not like playing with AI as a toy first, right? You're running a business first, right? And this is where we're very careful with people that we bring on, and we actually make sure we're helping and implementing where they need it. Okay, and this is what we do right here. We remind them that AI doesn't fix your system processes. So if you have broken processes or you don't even have a process, it can't fix what doesn't exist. Even if you have it written down on a piece of paper and you're just not doing it, you have a process. Okay, and then we can build upon that process. But when people say, "Hey, yeah, I just want AI," we're like, "Okay," and we break down how do you get a lead? How do you call your lead? How do you follow up with your lead? What do you do after your lead says this? What do you do after you onboard your customer? Right? Just run down the list of how they're helping people, and you can find where AI can actually help you. But you have to have the process first. Okay, you can't just throw it and stick it onto the wall.
Yeah, we run into that a lot. People think they can implement AI, sit back at home, drink coffee all day, and everything's going to run itself. Like we've said in the past, getting AI is something that you still have to put human input in. Someone has to maintain it, manage it, correct things that can arise because it is a growing software. It is a growing thing, and it evolves exponentially week by week, as we've all seen with the latest ChatGPT upgrades, where now it can create images, it can do a bunch of things, but each one of those is a different model that has separate tasks. So keep that in mind. Each AI is performing a bunch of tasks within a system: text messaging, calls, creating photos. Creating photos, you can't create videos. There's another model for creating videos. So when you're looking at AI, I would highly suggest breaking down, like Brian's saying, these processes and what exactly it is you're wanting to make more efficient with AI.
Exactly. Exactly. The next one is it doesn't create your company workflows. So just like kind of along the same lines, like it's not going to fix a system you don't have, and it's not going to create a system that you don't have in place. So it can help, right? But like I said, even literally writing it down on paper, at that point you have it in place, even if you're not doing it. And AI won't create it for you. I mean, you could literally type in ChatGPT, my business is like this, I do things in this order, make my business better, right? That sort of thing. And it'll create a workflow for you. And at that point, you can pinpoint where you can use AI to make the workflow. AI doesn't make the workflow, it enhances the workflow, okay? And you still have to have a knowledge base. Like Chris was talking about, you still have to train it. Um, like if you're trying to do appointment setting and you just don't know how to appointment set, you still have to know how to appointment set. Let me show you this. Let's see, what's the next one? Oh yeah, and okay, these go along hand in hand. And you have to give it a personality like you would want an employee to have. You can totally mess with the personality and everything. Let me show you this real quick because I thought this was hilarious. All right, so this is a text bot that it was on a website. I won't call out the website, and it was just like try our bot, right? Like test it out. And so I clicked on test it out, It had different options. It had like solar, counseling, coaching. It had a few more as well. So I clicked on the solar button, and this is what happened. Whoop. This is literally the bot. When we talk about a knowledge base and having a knowledge base, this is what. Ah, this was what was funny. So, um, this auto populated right here when I clicked on like try it out, right? Like test demo or whatever it said. This auto populated. Annie, what do I need to know if I'm thinking of installing solar, right? And that text message sent out. So this is the text we got back. Sure, solar does all this for you, da 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 da. Would you like to hear about our top solar products? I said, yeah, sure, why not? And it says, perfect. So it sends me this text. Perfect. We offer solar panels. We also offer batteries for storage and electric vehicle chargers. Ready to explore more about fitting your home with our solar system? I said, no. And it said, thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
Have a great day. Like literally, is that how anybody trying to set an appointment would do that? Like if you just texted a lead in any way, is that exactly what you would do?
I would not do that if you want to make sales.
You want to make sense. So you
I
do
highly
that.
would recommend against
Oh
that.
my gosh. If you want to sell anything, don't, that's not the way to do it. So you still have to have a knowledge base. And if that knowledge base says, if they say, it probably doesn't say something to this, but you have to train it. You have to put in information for it to know things. And having it give up after the first no is not the way to train a bot. So I thought that was funny. Um, and then you can give it personalities, right? Like lighthearted and emotional, or firm and aggressive, right? Like you can literally tell it how to be an employee, right? No big deal. And then make sure you actually are having it solve a problem. Once again, don't just use it to use it. Like we, our company sells it and monitors it for you. And I'm telling you, don't, if you came to me and said, I just want it because it's cool, I would say, wait, let's find out what it can actually do for you. Like, don't just use it to use it. Find the problem that it can solve, and let's solve the problem with it. Okay?
And give
All
it
right.
purpose.
And give it purpose. That's the right word. I love that. Give it purpose. Okay. Now, going back to softwares, remember we went down here and we were like, all right, to post, to handle, to make calls, to handle texting. You're like, okay, Brian, I have to buy one, two, three, four softwares? No, no, you have to use more than that. First off, everybody has a CRM. I'm going to just say go high level because that's a CRM we use. We're very, very familiar with it, and it actually combines things really well. But if you have your own CRM, this works as well. We can implement this into your own CRM as well. So go high level, right? Let's back this up. Um, let's say you buy this to social media post, this to handle DMs and text, and then this to handle voice calls in and out. All right. You have to run through some company. I'll say Twilio. There's a couple more out there, but you have to run through a company called Twilio so that your phone numbers are actually registered. They don't come up as spam. And if you send 200 text messages a day, you don't get shut down. Like your phone number literally can get shut down. So you do have to like register your phone number, and there's certain things you have to do to be compliant with text messaging. So everybody has to buy some form of phone number registration. No way around that. So and then you have to combine them all. So sometimes you can, if you have all these, right, you can run everything through Zapier. So if somebody clicks on your website, gives you their phone number, all the automations start happening, right? And Zapier can bring those all together. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't need Zapier. I'm just putting it in there just as kind of a worst case scenario. Okay. Uh, so yeah, you are going to buy all these softwares, and that's where it's at right now. However, with us, you don't actually buy all these softwares. We just do it for you. So the one that we do recommend is Twilio. It's super cheap, super cheap. There's back end reasons for that. If you buy it, it actually protects you better. But all of these, no, dude, we package it. So instead of you being like, oh, look, I have to buy seven softwares, no, you just have to have a media take care of you. But that's the reality of it right there. And it just is. Okay. So that is where chatbots are at, or chatbots, AI is at right now. I don't know why this won't. There we go. That is where AI is at right now. Okay, now here's where it's going. Whoop. Here's where it's going to go in a few months. All right, and when I say a few months, I literally mean I've seen the demo, I've seen the beta. They internal use it with their company right now. It's not like it's in beta for a year or anything like that. Like we've seen it in action. The company that is doing this is actually using it right now. And there's a company out there called ClearTalk, Bink, and I'm sure there's one or two more, but this is the guy we met with. There's a company out there called ClearTalk where we can build one Sasha. Can build one Sasha. And what can Sasha do? Well, just like a human, if you were to hire a human, you will hire this human to send text messages, to make phone calls, to take phone calls, to receive text messages, right? And then to read uh, company policies and respond correctly, right? That's what you do in training. And so that is exactly what ClearTalk has built. They've built one bot that can be registered under one phone number that can handle calls, text, and emails. So in the messy world of AI, and I wish I had this built out. In the messy world of AI, what you have to do is, oh wait, I do have this built out. I thought I did. You have to, like if you're going to make a call, you have to build what's called a prompt, right? Basically a script for lack of a better word. You build a script, you tell it what you want it to do. If you want it to handle text messages, you have to do it again. You can't copy and paste the same script. It has to be edited just a little bit. It could be very similar, but it does have to be different. And so for each task, you have to build a different prompt, a different script. To handle DMs, you once again you have to build a different script, and to handle emails, you have to build a different script. I didn't even put emails on here, so yeah, you be buying email software. Um, each one is different. Each one looks for different things. But with this, what's coming out very soon is one agent, one script, one prompt handles all of it. How awesome is that? That's what people think AI does right now, but that's what it will do in about a month. What do you think of
I
that,
would say
Chris?
less than a month.
That's yeah. I'm being very cautious on my month statement,
Yeah, but I would say
because we think it's coming
a
out in
lot
about a
sooner
week.
than a
But
month. And
yeah,
with this system, they can even implement a, a widget on your website so that you don't even have to pick up your phone. You hit the little button and it makes the call right then and there.
dude, I
A
should
customer
demo that.
visits your website, they want to know about your company. They click on that, it creates the phone call, and you can inquire, set an appointment, and move forward from there.
Dude, should we demo that right now? We'll say why not? Cha-ching! It's gonna do everything. Why not? I'll demo that in just a second. Actually, I'll demo that in a second. So what does that come down to? It basically comes down to this: you buy high level. Well, I don't want to say you buy. You use high level or your own CRM. But if you're going to use your own CRM, most likely you have to have a combining software like Zapier or HubSpot, something like that. High level, Twilio, and uh, ClearTalk, right? Three. That's it. Three softwares, and your agent will handle everything. Boom, boom. So we're going from like five or six that if you were to do this on your own, one, two, three, four, five. You did email one, so six. High level can sort of do emails, so maybe still five. So about six. 6 to 3, and one of them is really just government registration. So, how awesome is that? Is that sick or what? Dude, that's exciting stuff, and it's more exciting for me than like other companies because we deal with all the back end of everything, and we'll totally do it. We're willing to. That's what we do, which is funny. Here, let's do this. I really want to play this. You got me all excited for this demo. Okay, so imagine somebody goes to your website and they see that little that little bubble, chat bubble right there. Here, this is funny. I want to do this. Let's do this live here. This is funny. Ah. Now I gotta be honest. The best one I think I've ever used is Delta. To be quite honest, Delta's chat is pretty amazing. All right, chat with sales. Let's go. Hi. Let's see what happens. Um, Wow, this thing's just going crazy. Let me know what you need help with. I'll just say sales question. Look at this thing freaking out, wigging out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my name's Tim. And in case we get disconnected, what's your email? They're very smart. Okay. Anyways, ding dang dang. So you guys get the point. Chatbot. All right. This is. Can you see this, Chris?
Yes, sir.
This is. Imagine having a little microphone. So instead of a chatbot like this, where it's like in case we get disconnected, blah blah blah.
And these are
Imagine having a little
pre-programmed
microphone.
prompts, not AI.
Oh yeah, those are all automated right there. That's not AI. Those are just auto responses, not conversational responses. Imagine having a microphone in the corner of your website, and you could do this. Hold on. Chris, give me just say yeah if you can hear it when it plays here.
Hey, this is Amy with Clear Talk on the demo line. Are you ready to test drive our tech?
Yeah, let's test drive it.
So I have a simple agenda today, and that's to ask questions about your business so we can find out together if it's worth exploring how it can help. At cleartalk.ii, we clone your best setters, shrink call center cost, and infinitely scale call volume. One client just told us they're paying 84% less per booked appointment. Do you think this would help you in your business?
Well, yeah, it would.
What kind of business or industry are you in?
I'm in the solar business.
So you're in the solar business. We've actually worked with several solar companies in the past, helping them improve their customer engagement and appointment setting.
How much?
What specific challenges are you currently facing?
Well, how much do you like?
Our pricing starts at $5.90.
No. What's your pickup rate? So, like, what's your call to pickup rate, and how do you generate more revenue for solar businesses?
You're asking about our call to pickup rate and how we generate more revenue for solar businesses. We've seen significant success in the solar industry, with one of our clients, Jeffrey Martin, a solar sales executive experiencing substantial ROI. Our technology can help increase production and reduce stress by automating follow-ups and ensuring no missed calls. Would you like to schedule a discovery?
Dang, it's that easy, dude. You're gonna get that over this? Like, I don't even want to talk to these people because I have to put my email in. Like, I mean, it's just information, right? We're giving information. You're giving information. That's what people want. People want the information. They want to be educated, and then they decide if they want to get on a call, right, and if it's right for their business. And at that point, they're gonna ask you price, and all it goes.
Yeah, that will be the next question from everybody. So how much is this going to cost?
Yeah, and then you can go into that. She gave you a price, right? If it's in your price range, it is what it is. But the value of having a microphone, a conversational AI microphone on your website is huge. That's just what's coming out. So we just thought I'd show a little demo there. That was awesome. But
and really you can get this for less than you pay for your Starbucks every day.
Yeah, that's true.
If you total that up, I promise you there's packages that are less than that.
Less than that. There's less than that. And it's a revenue generator, not a revenue killer, right? So if people go to your website, here's what I really wanted to talk about too. I totally forgot. Chatbots. I wanted to give a little side note on where chatbots are at because we always get asked, like, show me the texting. Show me how good it is at texting and everything. We haven't found a good text bot that we just absolutely are just to the moon about, over the moon about. There are a couple out there that are decent. I would say better than decent. There's a couple out there that are better than decent. But as far as just like sales and doing sales, there's really only one out there that's doing a pretty good job and none out there doing a stellar job. And so, I mean, I showed you the example before. Like, no, I said no, and it said, okay, great, have a great day. So what we do and what we found is that using text messaging to get somebody on a phone is much more valuable than using text messages to try and sell somebody. And so we really love to help businesses try and shift their thinking of selling someone over text. The businesses we deal with anyway, if it's a super quick low ticket item transaction, yeah, go for it. send them a link and all that stuff. But if it's more of a higher ticket item, the whole goal is to get them on the phone. So the text messaging, when people say, show me your text messaging and stuff, our text messaging method is to get them on a call, right? And so little bit of product info, but let's get a call, let's get a call, let's get a call, right? And so that's our methodology to text messaging at this moment. Just because product isn't quite there yet. But
Yeah. And anyone using Go High Level right now, they've added an AI text feature, which if you just go in there, give it a basic agenda, it's trash. But if you go in there and like we were talking earlier, the prompting, it can handle the job. It does it efficiently, and it will get you to the point where they will schedule a phone call. Someone.
yeah, exactly. So that's exactly the key. That's exactly the goal. And if you're too bogged down with phone calls, have your AI pick up the call, right? So awesome. Hopefully that helps give everybody an understanding of where AI is at, what it can do for your business, and how to decide to use it in your business. Next time, we're actually going to go over the front end of a voice AI phone call. So that'll be fun. It's basically the question is, are AI phone calls okay or not? The question is yet to be answered, to be quite honest. We think it does help, but we think it helps a ton, and we use it for companies, and they do make a whole lot more revenue. We'll get into all that next time.
And it makes things a lot more efficient.
Yeah.
There's huge hotels using this.
Yeah,
Where you don't have to press buttons to be transferred to anyone. You ask the person that answers, or the AI that answers,
yeah,
will handle everything about that hotel, your company. No pressing buttons.
and it definitely helps you connect with your customers, for sure. It really does.
And speaking other languages, if you start speaking a language, it will understand you and start speaking back in your language.
Yeah, watch this. Here, watch this. Speaking of that, just a fun here. Let me take 15 seconds. I'll do this. Watch it. Oh, wrong phone number. Hold on. Watch this.
Hey there, this is Sam with Ecovol, here to complete your welcome call. Do you have the customer on the line?
En español, por favor.
Oh, soy Sam de Ecovol. Estoy aquí para completar su llamada de bienvenida. ¿Tiene al cliente en la línea?
There you go. There you go. It's all it takes. It's awesome. So,
I love that part.
all right. Chris, any final thoughts?
Final thoughts? Holler at us. Visit aidmedianow.com. Visit Aid Media Now on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Give us a like, give us a link, a subscribe, a follow. Make some comments. Tell us we're trash. Tell us we're great. Tell us you want this. Tell us something and call us, maybe. Or do.
And call us maybe, baby. All right. Peace. Tuesday. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. 1 o'clock Eastern.
Later.